What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, job that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, job that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Welcome, everybody, to the second week of the ECAC playoffs for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. My name is Keelan Miles, on with Dara, and we are getting ready to go into the third round. It's week 2, but round 3, and these teams are already the heavy hitters.
Yeah, we have another exciting iteration of the crew battle format ahead of us today. First and foremost, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. So let's talk about video games. We are going to be seeing Bay State going up against STAC. So BSC going up against STAC. I think Bay State is definitely like the ones that everybody knows about at this point, right? They've been the ones that have been, you know, kind of getting in there and winning with, typically speaking, some pretty clean sweeps. While admittedly, I think this is the first time that I'm going to be seeing STAC in action today.
Yeah, I saw STAC all the way back in like the 2020 season, and obviously they've improved since then. Everyone has. And the one thing I do know about STAC, I was saying it to you before the match, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. They get so close to beating these top-level teams, FAU, NJCU, and maybe even Bay State, but they have never been able to close it out. So this is their chance to get one of those top-level upsets.
Yeah, definitely the time to be able to get in there, and I believe we have confirmation on both of the players that are going to be jumping into the set. I believe we will be seeing Neo Joe representing STAC, and for BSC, it's going to be Tony Pajamas. Neo Joe, I would not be able to tell you who they play off the top of my head, but Tony Pajamas, last time around, I believe we saw him play Captain Falcon, even though like Tony Pajamas is like typically known as like, you know, one of like the New England Nestmates.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like early on in the bracket, they will sometimes flip-flop around, but once they get farther in, yeah, hopping straight on over to that Nest against Neo Joe's PT. Now, this in particular, I mean, PT's confirms on floaty characters at low percents can scare me.
Yeah, definitely. This is like a really like interesting volatile matchup. There's like so many different dynamics to it. Really, the biggest win condition for Ness is like, yo, are you on Squirtle? Excellent. I can bait out Razor Leaf. I can kind of jump on, and they're gonna be starting off on Pokemon Stadium too. Definitely, really good stage for both of these characters. And Tony Pajamas just gonna be dashing back and forth right now. Gonna be looking for the PK Fire. Not gonna be able to find it yet. I like the idea to go for the dash back PK Fire from the auto cancel down air, but not able to find it. Neo Joe's able to get in there, and now look at the damage.
Yeah, trying to play around that ground game, but eventually Tony Pajamas runs out of stage, and now, maybe this was supposed to be a lag test or something.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw a couple of drop frames here and there. You know what? It happens all the time.
All right, we're doing a full reset. Okay, we're right back into it. And once again, Tony Pajamas has tried to control the ground for as long as they can before Neo Joe hops on. And this time, Tony Pajamas is able to land a PK Fire, though.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh, that was a really good reset from Neo Joe. They were just recognizing, hey, I don't think I would have fully connected this hit. Was able to get a jab into a grab, which is a huge punish. No catch on the air dodge. And that's just making the most out of all of his air acceleration. Tony Pajamas maybe looking for the jump call out there with the PK Flash, pushing in a little bit too much, was looking for the cross-up before it, but was a little bit too far back to be able to land it. Excellent reversal. Now has Neo Joe at the ledge. This could be it, and yes, it will be. Excellent catch with the PK Fire.
Yeah, nice, consistent, raw back air, but that up smash, that's one heck of an anti-air right there. And right now, Neo Joe is keeping Tony pinned at ledge, and I like oh my god, Tony!
Tony! Okay, I feel like we've just had two different interpretations of what just happened. That is the day one fake, unethical mess thing that you could do. Never get caught, getting hit by magnet down. But it happens to the best of us. It's a bit of an awkward position. You can air dodge, you can jump, but that caught Charizard's hitbox or hurtbox. He's so big. Oh my goodness.
It is, but that parry right there, I don't think I've ever seen anyone parry aggressive PK Thunder like that. But now, Charizard's not able to get his ledge trapping. I mean, with the forward tilt, with the back air, I love Charizard's ledge trapping, but with the way Ness loves to just hop right off ledge with an aerial, it's so hard.
Yeah, I will also say that although I like a lot of these fade back forwarders from Tony Pajamas, he really could be sort of with punishing some of these out of shield options from Neo Joe. But either way, one more good hit from either of these players is going to take the stock. For Tony Pajamas, this is going to be huge to get this one. Neutraler is going to be able to do it. And Tony opens off so confidently with the 3 stock in I don't know, was that like 2 minutes?
Yeah, 3 stock to open that up. And Tony Pajamas has shown the capacity in other events run by ECAC adjacent organizations that Tony Pajamas can just completely demolish an entire team. And I feel like it's just the consistency in finding kills. I mean, we saw a lot of kills at like 90. We saw one at 30. They know how to cheese stocks away. They know how to tease them away. They know how to slog it out too.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to think a little bit about okay, what could have gone a little bit better for Neo Joe? I think, honestly, Neo Joe did a really good job, especially that first stock. The second stock was okay, everybody, especially as a heavyweight, gets hit by the, magnet down every now and then. I think you could be out of that situation as Charizard. But really the biggest thing was, Tony was really safely pressuring shield by the second and third stock. And just going through a lot of unconventional options. And Neo Joe really could not find a lot of jump-ins, really could not seem to find a way to get in on them. But I mean, with a crew battle format, there is no better way than to open off with a 3 stock, right? You just get to completely invalidate, one of your opponent's players. You get to say, hey, we have 3-2 players now, and you're forcing them to start off with such a big disadvantage. It's going to be difficult for STAC to come back from this.
Yeah, and we have seen STAC beat out these high-level competitors before. I mean, they're beating state PR'd representatives again and again as they're running through this bracket. They just beat one of my local favorites, Bryce, when they beat St. Joseph's. But there's a difference between a state threat, a regional threat, and a national threat. And that is what a lot of these teams, a lot of these players on Bay State are bringing to the table. And I mean, we talked about maybe this is their chance for an upset, but it's so hard. It's easy to say that on paper.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to be looking for the next player. I believe it's going to be Ampe, if I am pronouncing that correctly. I don't know if I have a character confirmation on them quite yet. So We're just gonna have to jump into the match for that to actually transpire.
Yeah, and so they're getting these bans done right away. And I did find some records from Ampe, but that was all the way back from the beginning of Ultimate's lifespan. And I know they've been entering tournaments since then. You're not beating these competitors without entering anything.
Yeah.
I mean, but right away, Tony Pajamas. We saw Tony climb to a relatively high percent, but like you said, Neo Joe couldn't read out these jumps. So what could be the answer right there?
Yeah, I mean, there was like also a lot of ledge planking happening. Some of them more safe than others. We've seen like the down tilt come out from Neojo, I believe. Had they just gone for like a more traditional option in the form of F tilt, which I've covered a little bit more space, depending on where Tony and Pajamas was. When you plank like that on the ledge as Ness with PK Thunder, if you're a little bit too high up, you're way too vulnerable on the way down, and your opponent might be able to punish you before you snap onto the ledge. It looked like Tony Pajamas was a little bit high up, and that's why I feel like that was exploitable in that one instance. But then also, like, you know what? Tony Pajamas was consistently like double jumping with an aerial fading back. I would like to see in this next upcoming game just some attempts to catch his landing, because although Ness can be really tricky in the air with all of his air acceleration, he is not the fastest. And if you've got a good disjoint on you, if you've got a good sword, if you've got a good projectile, if it's Ness with no double jump, he will have a really hard time. But let's see who Ampe is going to play in this upcoming game.
Yeah, Ampe hopefully fishing for either that disjoint or that aerial acceleration you need to track down Ness. I mean, I remember early on traditional mindset, the wolf, okay. I don't hate this entirely. I mean, it's generic. Off stage is going to be rough, especially with Tony Pajamas. They're efficient. They're optimal. They're going to be hitting those smash attacks or just straight up 2 frames every single time as we're getting into it now. Whoop.
Oh, yeah, we were watching this from another Twitch pod. Yeah, we're doing the best that we can here. Already, Tony Pajamas, I like that forwarder. Just really adapting to the fact that Wolf is a fast follower, so he was able to get the grab off. Excellent catch on the landing, and that's going to be the stock with the sweet spot PK Fire. One stock gone in a matter of seconds. Tony Pajamas has a huge lead. What is going on?
I hate to call it out, but it's the way that all of your options are called out. The fact that Wolf is a fast follower means if you commit to an aerial, it's out and then it's gone. And that means Ness can float on in and get the punish. That's what Tony's doing. And one opening is all Tony needs. It's so practiced, so precise. Calling out that jump, like,
yeah, and he almost got that stock off there too, trying to catch that double jump back onto the stage. That time around is going to be able to catch a full hop. That is going to be Ampe off stage, no double jump. Excellent dash back into the F tilt. That's not going to kill, but this next option definitely will. He's just waiting, looking for that back air. Once misses, is going to be able to find the second one. Only 42% to his name. Tony Pajamas is looking unstoppable.
Oh my gosh, and the callouts on these full hops have been so consistent. I mean, Tony Pajamas, it feels like you can just go for a full hop any day of the week and you're going to catch something. You're just throwing a baited line in the water.
Yeah, okay. Just tries to go for like all these neutralities, maybe trying to set up a tech chase there. All right. Looking for that jump call out, doesn't find it, leaves himself super vulnerable. Tony Pajamas is looking for that grab, not going to be able to get it. And that's a big follow-up potential. And if not, damage is damage. Looks for the jump call out. Somehow neutral get ups past the PK Fire. And this is such a bad place to be in as Wolf.
Oh no. This is Dara, this could be heartbreaking. Ampe falls as well. Tony Pajamas does not have a scratch on him. And I mean, 9-3 right now. Stack, they had just beaten one of the better teams. Like, let us not, we need to set the stakes here. St. Thomas has gotten good wins in this bracket. They've gotten good wins in the past. This is not them playing bad. This is Bay State being like, okay.
This isn't Bay State being like, that's Tony Pajamas being like that. Right now. It's all TJ for the foreseeable future. And, I'm going to be honest, there are a handful of things that I feel like in this matchup, especially, I come from a place of, maining Ness for multiple years at this point. And a really like big thing against Ness is just like, you know what? He is not somebody who approaches very well or very consistently. Ness is very much so in a lot of ways all about baiting and punishing overcommitment and a lot of really dangerous movement options. There was sometimes just a lack of cognizance in what Ness was looking for coming from Ampe, right? So like dashing into a lot of double jump cancel PK Fires, a lot of really exploitable full hops, and in like a range where Ness can easily just jump forward at you, excuse me. So I feel like there's a lack of like subtlety in some of the approaches. And from Ampe, I would have liked to see, you know what, maybe just some more empty movement, maybe some more empty hops, and just like good reactive distance gameplay. They were always like pressing buttons just a little bit too far away from Ness, never overshooting. Tony Pajamas was like, you know what? I'm gonna dash in, I'm gonna dash out. I see you with the forward, I see you with the dash attack. I'm just gonna PK fire you and then just able to combo them into oblivion. So it's all about approaching gently and subtly against Ness.
Yeah, I 100% agree. And it's also, it did feel like a bit of matchup unfamiliarity at times with the way that, I mean, Ness doesn't move like a traditional ultimate character. You don't see Ness's movement on anyone. And like there were moments where they were using Ness's floaty double jump to throw out a back air and then hover in air and throw out another back air in the same spot. And it's obvious they weren't ready for that same hitbox to occupy the same space twice in a row. Little instances like that got Tony Pajama neutral openings, and those neutral openings, oh my god, as soon as Tony Pajamas had the advantage state, they were just gone.
Yeah. So the biggest thing, you know, like at the end of the day, like the biggest thing I always want to emphasize is just being as constructive as possible. If I'm on pin, I saw that set, I'm just like, okay, the biggest thing for me to work on is just like against Ness, just know my dashing distances, so I just don't dash into like a cross stage PK fight like that. And when you see Ness on a bi-plat stage like Small Battlefield, like PS2, and you know, as well as Battlefield, he wants one thing and one thing only, and that's double jump cancel PK fires off of those platforms. So if you see Ness up there, if you see him jumping, dash and shield, you gotta respect it. It has so little landing lag. Just let it happen, because it's way better to shield it and then reset neutral than to get hit by it and then give Ness a free combo. You almost never actually going to be punishing it as an option, but what you can do is you can get close enough to Ness to the point that you can invalidate it as an option altogether. He will no longer be able to zone you out, and then you can kind of play the game with him, especially as Wolf. You know, you can dash and shield, you can jump over him. There's so many other things that you can do, but dashing into it is, you know, a bit. It's a bit difficult, right? You're taking a lot of damage for it.
Yeah, and that damage really racked up, and with the last player from St. Thomas coming out, I mean, they're gonna have another chance. We got to remember this is a best of 3 crew battles, so you got to win 2 crew battles to take this all the way home. But with the way this is going, it's already looking in the trenches for St. Thomas. It all starts with this: if you're able to force Bay State off of their initial character, off of their starter, that is at least a chip off the wall, and you can maybe stretch that to something more in the second crew battle. So St. Thomas aiming to at least find that little bit of info now.
Yeah, so I believe the final player, if I am not mistaken, is going to be Derpager. I don't know why, but that tag is familiar to me. That is a tag that I have seen before.
I mean, St. Thomas is a New York college, so it is very possible. They have most likely been to at least a local near you.
Yeah. I'm like, now
friend
I'm
of
like
a friend
curious. Now
style.
I want to go look at the player database, because I'm like 99% sure I've seen the tag Derpager at a certain
I mean,
point.
I can guess who the player is or who the character is from that Derpager. I mean,
Villager.
I would assume Villager.
Yeah, according to the official player database, it seems like it's going to be Villager. So this is going to be exciting.
Definitely one of those characters who I'm not going to say invalidates Ness, but there are some characters who make life very hard for them. If you're ever forced into using PK Thunder off stage, you might just be dead. If you mess up your planking a little bit and they pocket that PK Thunder, you're also dead. And it's just another threat, another layer that Tony Pajamas is going to have to keep track of. And obviously, they've done a great job of keeping track of all those threats before. But with this additional danger, maybe Derpager can get an opening here on Tony.
Yeah, the biggest thing is like, you know, and also I'm so glad we get to see so much Ness play today. God bless the fact that Tony Pajamas is the first one, that he's just, you know, doing so well. This is a matchup that is just not a good time for Ness. Is it horrible, awful, minus infinity? No, but it's for like the same reasons why like Ness Mega Man, for instance, might be frustrating. The very existence of just putting out little tiny projectiles that just need a poke and just keep you away for long enough can be quite difficult for Ness to deal with, right? Because One really unique property about Ness is that his forward air is transcendent. So in Ultimate, hitboxes can either be trampling, transcendent, or normal. If they're transcendent, that means other hitboxes, including regular projectiles, phase through them. Whereas most characters, if they have like a really active hitbox, let's say considering, I don't know, Game & Watch back here, Game & Watch neutral air, those are multi-hits that you can eat through those really weak projectiles. Because of the fact that it's transcendent, the villager slingshots actually end up going through it. So one of your like most consistent approach options is suddenly not as strong of a tool. Okay, then your other approach options are neutral air, which is, you know, not forward at the end of the day. It's not going to give yourself the same combo rising potential. And it's maybe going to be up air sometimes, which is a bit more of a specific hitbox, but what just happened?
It looks like they had gotten into the game and we might have missed it, but Derpature has already gotten the first stock off of Tony Pajamas, and that's huge right there. Look at this, catching this landing. I'm loving what we're seeing thus far right now from Derpature.
Okay, gonna be looking for the follow-up from the loiter. I like, oh my, is that it?
Oh! They were on last stock! Oh, that was unfortunate that we didn't get to see the beginning part of that game, but right there, oh my gosh. Tony Pajamas gets the OCV right there. One character victor, that's all you need. One player to wipe out all 9 stocks from St. Thomas, and they only dropped a stock. Tony only dropped a stock. It's unfortunate we didn't get to see the beginning part of that, but I mean, this is a narrative that just writes itself right now.
I just need to, I don't even think there's anything else to say. I'm just gonna have a nice sip of water.
Yeah, and as the players get ready to go into the next game, we're going to go to the briefest of breaks, and when we get back, we're going to see if St. Thomas can make any sort of a comeback against the monster that is Bay State. So don't go anywhere. ECAC will be right back. Or
maybe
perhaps
maybe
not.
Perhaps not.
Alright, perhaps not, as we are still in this. So while we're still here, I guess we can talk about one thing I did like.
Yeah.
You were talking about the transcendentness of forward air. The fact that forward air was going to be the main obstacle that Villager is just able to poke right on through it. But I was noticing Tony was playing very whiff heavy punishing. Like he was putting himself in a position where it's like, hey, you can hit me right here. And then using the uncommon properties of the double jump to bait someone into that space that was not actually safe.
Yeah, so Villager definitely at times does struggle with verticality, although he's like really good at calling out jumps. His double jump, I mean, like unless he fully himself commits to a double jump, he's not really going to be punishing others. So if you can go up and around Villager, I mean, that's definitely that's definitely the move. If that's like sort of available to you. But then similarly, the counterplay would be like, hey, you just expanded your double jump. That's a really big commitment. If you Ness off stage without one, that could kind of be credence for your stock. I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get to see more of that match since all of that analysis was, kind of all for naught. But maybe we'll see this matchup transpire again. We don't know how the rest of the crew battle will go.
Yeah, and that is the kind of matchup that what I would expect if Tony Pajamas is coming out first again. I would not be surprised to see Derpature come out because Derpature was the only one to really find any sort of, actual tangible process against Tony. And I feel like they are the person who like people are always like, all you gotta do is just tighten up your game plan. You gotta play better. But like that is exactly what you need to do. Now you're aware of what Tony is going to do to overwhelm you, and Derpature, it can be ready for it and can maybe take out this first player before Tony sweeps the rest of the team.
Yeah, for sure. So we're just going to be waiting on confirmation for the next players. We're just waiting on a whole bunch of stuff. Guys, thank you so much for sitting with us and being patient through this. We've had like a couple of difficulties thus far, but I believe the first player for BSC is going to be Floppe. Coming on in. Floppe was like the last time that I got to cast one of these, which was actually quite a bit ago. Definitely like the MVP of BSC once again, because man, he was just crushing it. That Wii Fit is unstoppable, truly. That is one menacing player.
Yeah, coming all the way out from California, Floppe going up to Boston to Bay State and has been a menace. Probably one of the top 3 players on Bay State, which is that's a hotly contested title. I'm scared to even say that because like even their B roster could make up anchors for many of the lower tier teams. Bay State I feel like Flappe really just rounds them out. Flappe is great at making a game plan and sticking to it. They know how to control the corner, control it well, and if you try to come in, if you try and disrupt that corner control, you're going to be in for a world of hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're just once again waiting on a confirmation for who the next player is going to be. Please let us know, guys. It seems like STAC is typing in the Discord chat, and they didn't tell us. I don't even know what to tell you guys anymore. Flappe, I feel like... So, this was a really exciting thing, like, last time when we got to interview Flappe. I remember, like, specifically, like, asking how he was able to get some of the stuff that he lands so often. He is, like, so good at adapting around a player and then finding some of the biggest possible openings. Specifically, baiting a lot with movement, baiting a lot with header, and then coming in aggressively after he has the right idea on your movement with like a full hop neutral. And you already know Wii Fit's damage output, you already know Wii Fit deep breathing damage output, and you already know the combo potential off of neutral. That move is so plus on hit. I mean, if you can land it, if you can connect it on somebody, kudos to you. They're taking 60 to 70% easily. So it's all about, you know, the enemy to sort of figure out, hey, how do I move around this? How do I be as safe as possible here? How do I avoid this? But it does seem like the opponent is going to be Derpager. So Villager Wii Fit, that's not something that you see often at all.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I feel like people talk about matchups like Rob Villager, for example. They're like, oh, they take away the projectile, the character is invalidated. Not only does Wii Fit have another one, but Wii Fit does also just have massive damage output. I feel like one of the main threats is the fact that I'm fairly certain header loses to most things, including that disjointed forward air. That forward air does count as a disjoint. You're at least going to be able to disrupt Flappe's momentum, disrupt their standard game plan. So Flappe is going to be forced into that adaptation. The only issue is we have seen before and heard directly from Flappe that adaptation is their specialty.
Yeah. So this is going to be really tricky. You can't really like zone as much. You can't really get too much off of Sun Salutation. If you just whiff it once, you don't want Villager pocketing that like at all. Like, you know, fully charged projectiles of any sort with Villager are always going to be really tricky. And he just completely throws into... He completely like throws a wrench into the game plan of what like traditional zoner versus zoner matchups look like. But if you can sort of bait Villager to pocket like a header instead, then you can sort of get away with some more of those Sun Salutations. But it seems like Derpager is very content on playing like, pretty aggressively.
Yeah, Derpager immediately forcing Flappe into the corner, and even though they're at a percent deficit, they're holding stage advantage until they eat that Salute the Sun. Setting up with that right there, they're able to continue off of that Lloyd Rocket hit. Oh my gosh, the header into the Lloyd Rocket right there. What a setup, and they get the ledge setup as well, stalling out that legend vulnerability.
And I gotta say, this is the first time that they have a lead for themselves of any kind. Granted, you know, a stock right now, so definitely temperamental, definitely volatile, able to approach with the down air. I really like that. It's such an active hitbox. It can hit through dash attack, it can hit through forward and back air. But now Flappe is going to be looking through the stock, tries to catch a low recovery, is not going to be able to do it, and now looks for the finishing header, but that's that pocket coming into clutch, coming into play there, and keeping Villager alive a little bit longer.
Yeah, and Villager, when he sets up that tree, it just covers options. I love that they set up the tree at roll distance. They pocket the header right there. You called that out. You got to watch out for the Sun Salutation now. That disjoint on that up smash is not enough to deal with the Sun Salutation, and the tree has expired.
Oh, that back throw is going to be able to do it, especially on Town and City. With a little bit of rage to your name, you need one good F tilt, you need one good down tilt. That's the down throw into forward, not actually anticipating Flappe's DI that time around. Stuck at the ledge. How do you get back on? Not actually able to catch the jump from the ledge. Okay, but you just need one good hit here, but Derpager is just playing so evasively.
Yeah, they are. I mean, Wii Fit, oh, I was gonna say, does have a lot of burst killing options in that forward tilt, definitely one of them. But being caught above Villager is terrifying. Wii Fit kills you above them, but Villager can keep you up there for a while as that forward smash drops down. Flappe got a little too comfortable recovering low right there, and Derpager punished hard. A 2-stock win right now for St. Thomas. Unprecedented right now after how Tony Pajamas swept up last time.
Yeah, no, excellent opening. Like, there's, you know, you couldn't ask for anything better. Finally get, like, a little bit of momentum behind you. So this is really, really big for them. I'm trying to think about like what they did really well. I feel like Dirtbajou just really shut down a lot of Floppe's game plan. I feel like Floppe also as a player needs like a second to like adapt, really get into the heat of things in a crew battle format where you need to have that kind of adaptation on the fly in the moment. You don't have a set, you have a single game to do it. Dirtbajou was just able to call out a lot of jumps, able to pocket a lot of projectiles, and Floppe was just never really able to execute his win condition, which is, hey, I want to jump neutrally. Hey, I want to get an F tilt at high percentile. Dirtbajou played evasively, played back, avoided everything that Weefit could do to kill you, just played the matchup super solid.
Yeah, and we talked about disruption of gameplay, and I feel like that tree, or rather the threat of the tree, was one of the main ways that we saw Dirtbajou do that. I mean, playing around that tree, it kind of made the projectile game so much more intricate for Floppe in a way I don't think they were ready for. We saw them coming off of the Angel platform. They weren't really able to hit Dirtbajou at all behind the tree, and they ended up getting hit themselves trying to smack at them, even while they were invincible. All of a sudden, that invincibility faded, and they were the ones getting hit by that tree. And it wasn't like we're seeing the tree getting like, 30% kills as we have seen in the Twitter clips. No, the tree just disrupts things. It makes things a little tricky. It makes you think twice before each and all of your options. And that split second is all Dirtbajou needed to take the lead.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see who BSC is going to be sending in on next. We don't have confirmation, so we're just still going to be waiting for that in the meantime. Once again, guys, thank you so much for your patience while we do sort everything out. I mean, honestly, considering how well Tony Pajamas did last time around, one with a 2-stock lead over Dirtbajou, I think there is no reason not to send in Tony Pajamas, the MVP of last time. But maybe they'll want to give their other players like a shot to, get into the swing of things.
And it does look like it is Toxics coming out right here, and Toxics, ooh. Now, I am remembering correctly, yeah, it is that Ike player. What a consistent Ike they are, too. Oh my gosh. Every single time I see Toxics, I feel like they find a stock at an even earlier percent. Like first, they got the 40% stock off of a very high in the Blast Zone juggle, and then I saw them with their up B shenanigans at ledge, and then I saw them with a Nair up B at ledge. Oh my gosh, Toxics finds those, but it's not what they rely on. They've got the bread and butters, but then you slip up once, and they have the ways to steal the stock away.
Yeah, and Toxics is, of course, a super, super talented player. I think the biggest thing for Toxics is just going to be like, hey, I really want to jump in on you. The question is, how well can Villager actually do that? Villager admittedly doesn't do the best with shield pressure, because even though Villager has a fast button in the form of neutral, it's not big, and Villager is not fast either, like by any means. So it's not like he can drift or fade in or out with it too much either. So as soon as Toxics gets in there, I mean, we're going to be seeing neutral, down tilt, like all of these safely spaced moves, and it's going to be tough for Dirtbajou to get some space in this kind of a matchup.
Yeah, and now counterpicking here to Yoshi's. That's kind of interesting. I do think Ike benefits a lot more from Yoshi's, so I 100% agree with this option. As opening up here, it is just going to be a slow sort of poking game with maybe a little... I thought they were going to attempt at flanking, but no, Dirtbajou holds this corner and holds it strong, pushing Toxics into the side platform.
Yeah, excellent down throw into forward there, Toxics, with a quick draw though, able to get back on, down throw into up there, set up the tech situation, already 45%, now you're stuck at the ledge against Ike, no double jump off stage, this is a very nasty place to be in, but tries to go for like the down air 2-3, not going to be able to get it. I appreciate the attempt nonetheless. Now Toxics going to be looking for that next jump in, finds a nail into the up there, into the forward Dirtbajou. I think maybe pressing their own forward in that moment. And just getting kind of stuffed out.
Yeah, you don't usually see Ike go that far off stage. Oh, just hit smack straight out of the side B. I love to see it as Dirtbajou retreats to the corner where they know they might be able to get another stock off, but they get out from their platform and they control center stage instead, which I like. They're just pressuring them.
I like the idea that Dirtbajou had that would have been able to do it, but then just slightly misspaced themselves. That's going to be the stock. So you know what? At the end of the day, they're able to secure the lead. So no matter what, Toxics is going to have at least, well, at most 2 stocks into the next game. Now they have Dirtbajou stuck at the ledge, looking for this next jump and pressing neutral a little bit too soon before they can actually hit Lloyd, who just ended up touching the ground. And I gotta say, Dirtbajou is doing an amazing job of just adapting and catching all these landings.
Yeah, this juggle game right here with the turnips has been impeccable. And even after Toxic's earlier was controlling that tree, now Derpager is back in control of center stage. And they keep using that get off me tool to punish them. Ooh, they tried to get that confirmed, but unfortunately not quite there right now, Toxic.
The idea was cute. I liked it. But now, just gonna be jumping in and out, looking for that neutral A that could be so big. And then Derpager plays the air dodge. Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, that maybe a little bit of a mix-up. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. They're thinking 3 steps ahead. They're like, earlier they called out of the air dodge, so now I'm gonna, but no. Toxic just goes for what they know is guaranteed, what they know is true, and they are going to clean that up right here. St. Thomas still technically in the lead. You got to remember, Floppe did fall very quickly to Derpager earlier, but now we could be seeing something else.
Yeah. So when you okay, so this is just kind of Ike on triplats. He does so well on Battlefield, and Yoshi's just because, hey, he's able to jump onto that platform and he's able to set up those pseudo 50-50s. However, consider this. If Ike jumps at you, you have basically 2 options. Either you air dodge, or you don't. If you end up air dodging, and you get your air dodge red, you will still take like an up air or like maybe an up tilt or something, but the difference is that won't actually kill you. If you choose to go for the delayed option in that moment, instead of like immediately buffering something or pressing air dodge as soon as Ike gets close to you, the issue with that is that up air will kill you. So it's okay to sometimes take that hit of the up air, the up tilt that won't kill you, because at the end of the day, that means you're not losing your stock. Derpager could have double jumped and gotten a little bit too far above Ike, then tried to go up and around and get back onto the stage that way. Derpager either like pressed like a button, like either neutral or something, or he just didn't press anything at all. And I don't know what the intention was.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either. And with that, we got to turn our eyes to the future, because Bay State, if they continue the same warpath they were on in the first crew battle, we may not get to see another St. Thomas game. So that might have been the last Derpager appearance we get. And with that in mind, you've got to find the way around this Ike. Now, we saw the PT, we saw a Wolf. In particular, I would kind of prefer the PT, just because of the ability to control the ground, to catch the landings with the disjoint, with Razor Leaf. But what do you think about that?
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit interesting. I think at the end of the day, PT is like really best summarized as like sort of run and jump. Ike is kind of the opposite. You're just kind of jumping on in there. So if you're playing a whole lot of Squirtle, I promise you your dash back wave punishes are going to be incredible. Your anti-air opportunity is also going to be lovely. You just got to dash in there, get under Ike. That is going to be a win condition. That is where you are going to excel, absolutely. In calling out his jump. So it's Squirtle, dash in there, jump up there, maybe dash in there, parry into some sort of a punish, or you can also catch landings. This is an excellent matchup for Neo Joe.
Yep, and I like the Squirtle right here to open it up. Squirtle's ground game, one of the best in the game. You're going to be having the speed and the quick moves, the quick buttons to actually catch Ike's aerials if he does not do them correctly. So I like what Toxic is doing. They're trying to just get a witch punish. They're trying to call out, you're going to come in now. And they're never going into Neo Joe's threat range.
Yeah. Oh no, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
I was terrified. I'm glad Neo Joe didn't really commit all the way to was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to the ledge here. But now you're stuck at the ledge against Ike. Popsex is able to find the double neutral into the turnaround up air. That was clean, that was delicious. Now you're stuck at the ledge. He's gonna be looking through that kill here. Back here, not gonna be able to do it. Charizard's a big boy.
Neo Joe now at the precipice of making this an even game. That get the parry on the forward tilt, but overcommitting on the punish is just going to get you reversaled. With that up B now, take a look at this. Toxic is already finding a way to even things out on this second stock. Squirtle means nothing to them. Even though Neo Joe is committing a little more this time, it doesn't matter. Toxic is just a little more preemptive.
I will say that was a bit of a habit I've noticed in the set against Tony Pajamas, where it's like, hey, this was a safe button, and I pressed a really unsafe move out of shield, especially as Charizard. Toxic took advantage of it once, probably going to be looking for it a second time. That's a really big F tilt here. Now you're stuck at the ledge against the Ike. Once again, the same old situation, but a nice will is all that it's going to take to get back on. But man, Neo Joe is just kind of getting hit by everything Toxic is going for, and that's the out of shield option. That's the safe button, and then, hey, you just press grab, I'm just gonna echo.
The Charizard smothered, and now back to the Squirtle for one more shot at getting a stock off of Toxic right here, making this a little more of an even game. They get the anti-air right there, no jump, trying to land. They get it back with the landing right there, but still, Neo Joe, oh, they had that opening right there. Good switch, though. Toxic was ready for it. They continue this extension. Oh.
Okay, I like the change up in the option out of shield that time, right? Just going through like a full hop instead of like something immediate. Gets the drag down neutrally, overcommits to the dash grab. Now Toxex is looking for that kill, not gonna be able to get it. Maybe hunting for an air dodge that time around. Just catching all of those jumps and that's it. That's gonna be it.
This is what I was talking about. Toxic is aware of every single situation where they're like, hey, wait, I could just end this here. And they always take it. They always take that green card and go straight in. I love that. Toxic sees them dip a little low on the offstage gambit, and they go, oh, wait, I can go for this up B, drop down. I'm going to live either way, and it's up to you to not get knowledge checked. And Neo Joe failed their test that time.
Yeah. Wow. And again, like some of the issues that we like saw in the Tony Pajama set really came into play like this time around, where it's just like, hey, if somebody hits you shield with a button, you gotta have like the, you know, patience just to like really reel it in and just be like, you know what, I respect the situation, I know you're still in advantage, I know you can still press buttons. I want to say that, you know, in general, grab out of shield is a not amazing option in this game like at all, just because of like, hey, this is super slow, everybody's standing grab is generally not good. I mean, I guess Charizard is pretty beefy, but Toxic had established that, hey, I'm just going to be spacing my backers and neutralers over and over and over again and constantly playing back and never in a position where those options would actually connect. So I would just like to see, you know, like Neo Joe maybe be like a little bit more patient in this advantage and just accept something has happened and then use that as the opportunity to move in, to get in a little bit closer so that you can get stage back in your control and your clutches.
Yeah, and that patience, we may not get to see it in that adaptation I mean, you got to remember, Toxic has proven to be a wall for the side of St. Thomas, and then they've got to deal with Tony Pajamas, who beat them all while dropping a single stock. A single one. And so this is the rest of the team coming in. Bay State still has Tony Pajamas in the back pocket, but they're showing the depth that their roster has. And this isn't even all of them. They've got 7 amazing players, 8 I actually believe, and all of them are major threats going into this. Bay State is our #1 seed for a reason, and they're demonstrating this now. St. Thomas is putting up quite a fight though in this second crew battle. We'll see if anything can come of it as their last player does come out now.
Yeah, let's see which player that is going to be for them. Do we have confirmation on that actually? I don't believe we do. So I guess it's just going to be kind of wait and see. But if they're just going to be sticking with the same team, I believe. Oh, wow. We're going to be seeing somebody different. Huh.
Okay, this Terry player coming in. We'll get a confirmation on their name as quick as we can. But that Terry, ooh, this is another character that does control that ground game pretty well and is a lot more clean in the confirms. Maybe not at a range, but when they get in on you, it's very hard to deal with them. But we have not seen Toxics put them in a position where they're going to get jabbed for free.
Yeah. So let's see how this ends up playing out. Alright, both of them just being really patient here. Toxic's not really forcing anything. Good jump call out from Zack Attack with just a quick little jab combo using side, but you get a little bit closer and also like cover the technical in. I like that. That was super efficient from Toxics.
Yeah, it certainly was. Is that parry, though? That's also very efficient. Just parry the nair. That has been the mantra of so many players for so many different characters. But right there, Zacatec was able to use that to get the opening, using that little diagonal movement, that's micro spacing to get around the forward smash. Beautiful right now from Zacatec. This could be the clutch edge you need to get an edge over Bay State.
Yeah, but Toxex is just fishing. Like, you know what? I'm just going to press neutrally over and over. Eventually, you're going to gun in. But that was confidence from Zack Attack. It's like, all right, you're going to keep pressing these buttons. I'm going to gun up shield and gets the pilly and the punish. Toxex is going to have to respect Zack Attack a little bit more here. All right, keeps on going through the jab power dunk, but an excellent kill. Is that uppy going to be able to kill? Yes, it will. Wow.
That is the most optimal punish of jab jab power dunk I've ever seen. Shields the jab, parries the power dunk landing, and then gets the up B out of shield reverse. That was beautiful right there from Toxics. And you know what Zacatec is going for. With this much on the line, with this many nerves, you're just going to go for what's safe. And what's safe? The bread and butter combo everyone on Twitter goes nuts over.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the idea of Toxics, just be out of range to do that. Maybe didn't fully anticipate how far it would go. I love the delayed option. Zach was definitely timing themselves from something different. Dash attack is going to be able to do it. And just like that, Toxics has a no shot. That is so unethical.
Whoa! No! Toxics! Oh my gosh. I mean, okay. Bay State, just like that, have become your winners of the crew battle. It was seeded, it was prophesized, but we never could have expected how it was going to happen. It's hard.
Okay. At the end of the day, do I respect that? Yeah, if you've got a stock lead, then you know what? Go for whatever thing you got that kills the both of you simultaneously. Go for it. You see DDDs do it, you see Bowser's do it. But do you see people pop off with inhale kills? Do you see people that pop off with Bowser's side B kills? It simply does not happen. Toxics, I'm just playing. I'm being a little bit playful here. That was a really good job from BSC. That was just good management of your resources. Slightly unethical, I gotta say, but that was an overall funny option. Toxics was plotting. Toxics knew what they had in mind, right? You were just like at the edge of the stage, like, come on. I know you want to get into this. And guess what? You died at 0% to neutral into reverse up B.
I try to say that that's not Toxics' bread and butter, and yet in every single game I see them, I see them go for those confirms every single time, where it's not quite true, but if you're caught DIing wrong at 0, you die. Yeah. If you're caught at the wrong stage position at 0, you die. And that is what they go for time and time again. That's what is going to get Bay State to this victory. So with that, we're going to go to the briefest of breaks. Bay State is getting lined up for an interview. When we return, ECAC will have an interview with Bay State College.
Yeah. Sounds good, guys. We'll be back in just a little bit.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's
Welcome back to ECAC, everybody. We are not actually going to get an interview with Bay State at this time. You know, we're building up to finals. They got a lot going on. I don't fault them at all. A couple quick updates, though. NJCU, the number 3 seed, has been hyped up, has ended up falling to Georgia State, getting a massive upset 2-0 over NJCU. A couple other upsets, too. CSI taking it home over Penn State Barron, but that's all for that. And after that, we're actually going to an FAU Red game, so stick around for that.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much for listening to us talk about video games. We'll see you guys another time. You definitely want to stay tuned for that. So, yeah, just hope everybody else here has a lovely rest of the evening. And once again, congratulations to BSC. Peace, guys.
real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broken, I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, job that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cause is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, job that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cause is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only